Welcome back to City Skylines 2, where we're taking inspiration from across the county of Cornwall here in the United Kingdom to build our city of Cornwall. And this episode, I want to focus on rubbish. Specifically, we've got a few buildings complaining about rubbish building up, so we're going to pop in a new recycling centre. I also wanted to take a look at building a train station as well, and I'll explain more about why shortly. There's also the issue of unemployment going on in our city, so I'm hoping to set up an industrial area that I'm going to model on the area of Poole between Camborne and Redruth in Cornwall. So we'll take a look at that as we go. Now, the first thing I want to take a look at in our city is our UK mixed-use buildings. Now, I don't know if you've seen the videos from City Planner Plays and Biffa, but there's been some issues with the UK mixed-use buildings, or suspected issues. And Earthbound Misfit 90 highlighted this to me as well and said we should check out our buildings. So I want to take a look at those and see what's going on. Now, we've had people not occupying these buildings with businesses, and then the residents not being able to afford to up the upkeep of the building and then leaving. So let's see if that's happening in our city. And we've got this first one that I've selected here. We've got Modest Wealth, and we've got a textile business in here, so that's looking okay. This one, Modest, with an electronics company in there. What have we got here? These ones are poor, with textiles. This has got pharmaceuticals. Modest. Okay, so we're so far so good. Food, average wealth is poor. Okay. There's no company in this building. However, their wealth is modest, so the residents here are able to maintain the upkeep of this building. Same again here, but average wealth is modest, so this seems to be going okay for these guys. No company here. I'm concerned that we've got some people that are poor. Now, we have got an issue with unemployment. So if we take a look at our population data, we've got 17.8%, 17.7% unemployment. That's falling slowly. But hopefully, a little bit later on, we could start building an industrial area across the water here, and that will create some jobs. And in theory, that'll make it a little bit better for these guys in being able to afford the places that they live in. Now, one of the other problems that I think might be being caused by this issue, identified by City Planner and Biffa, is some people leaving our city. Now, we've got people walking along the road over here who are moving away, although their household wealth is modest, so I'm not quite sure why they're moving away. How about this guy? Christina, she's wretched and she's moving away. But the concern is these people are leaving along the railway. Look, they're walking along the railway path to the railway line to leave the city. This person's heading to Boston. A little bit strange. Have we got anybody else? There's another person. They're going to Auburn, which I know is a connection over here. So I'm going to start by resolving the problem that I can fix, and that's a recycling centre to help out this guy here. He's got garbage piling up, so I am assuming that our landfill isn't quite managing to we've got garbage piling up over here as well. Interesting that it's both the water treatment plants that are having a problem, but still, let's introduce some recycling. Now, the recycling centre collects and sorts garbage to produce reusable materials, so I think it's a good idea to put that near our cargo train terminal. So when that's activated, we'll be able to distribute some of those goods via our train terminal, and when we have our harbour here as well, we'll be able to distribute some of those goods out of the city. So let's set up a new road here. And we will, we're going to need to spend some development points to get our recycling centre, so let's do that. And we'll pop our recycling centre in here. How's that look? Yeah, we've got loads of recycling trucks ready to go. Employees are coming in already. 40 employees. 51. There they go, they're off. So that's good stuff. That can start to resolve our issues there. Now, to help improve the safety of our citizens who are deciding to take a walk along the railway line, we can start to install a station, a passenger station. And now Penzance obviously has a train station, so we could look at putting a railway station in over here. I assume this is the best place for it. Or do we want it to go in over here? I don't think so. I think this is probably going to be a good area. So let's get a railway station. We'll go with a medium train station. Medium train station. That's too big, I think. Let's do this one. Right, and we'll line that up next to the track there. And I'm going to put it next to the track rather than directly on it, so that we can allow our cargo trains to pass without having to go through the station. Let's link this up. Well, I've done a bad job of linking this, haven't I? Hang on a second. I think this is a bit too close to the bridge, so I'm just going to move it along a tiny bit. There we go, that might be better. We'll stick the upgrades on as well, make it nice and comfortable, and make people want to use it as well. There we go. That train line's installed, and we'll just do one at this end as well. Okay, how does that look? No weirdness or anything like that. No, we're all good. Look, there's somebody moving away, wretched, going to Pittsburgh. Okay, and let's put a road on this as well. I want to go for something that's got... let's go for 2-lane angled parking. And then we'll continue on here with just normal road. Now, instead of this road, I think I might get rid of that. And we will have let's have a meet. Oh, before I do that, actually, change my mind. What we need to do is put in a road that can go over this railway. And I'm thinking that if we build up a bit of a bank, then we can get the road over without trying to do a bridge or anything like that. I think that would probably be the most cost-effective way of doing this. So let's pick a height. And we'll build up the bank across here. And then we'll smooth it out. We've got a way of getting across now. If we put in a 4-lane divided road, let's do that. I'm going to get in the middle of this road. There we go. It says it's lined up, isn't it? But I'm not sure. We'll go with complex curve to adjust this. There we go. And what we could also do as well is connect up this road. We follow the train line, maybe. There we go. How does that look? Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? What's it like from this side? A little bit of strangeness going on there. Oh, there goes the train. Okay. Now, we can connect to the road up here as well. We need to set up a passenger railway route. So we'll start here at the medium station. We can go all the way along to one of our out of town cities. Come back here. And we can go to the other platform. And then we'll go all the way over to the city of Spencer, I think it is. Yeah. And then all the way back again. So now, if citizens truly do want to leave the city, they've got a much better route than walking along the train line. I don't know why the cargo train came in there, but good to see our recycling trucks are out and about. That's working. We've got a little bit of congestion going on, but it's not too bad. The congestion over here as well. Not too concerned about that. That's not going to impact on any of our cities. Now this guy over here, I think we might get to the point soon where we have to introduce a ring road around this the village of St. Stephen, but we will come to that. So we've got our train station installed. Next up, we're going to start work on our industrial area. So for our industrial area, I wanted to model our industrial area on the town of Poole between Camborne and Redruth. So this is Poole. You can see that it has a railway line running across the back here, just like our area, and then it's got the it's got an A road here, so a main road. Not particularly big one, but it's a main road. And then we've got various industrial complexes kind of branching off of this road called Wilson Way that kind of weaves through the industrial estate. So I think that's how we'll lay ours out. Before we start rerouting the road, one of the things that I wanted to do was introduce some of our signature buildings. And perhaps a vehicle factory might look quite cool installed here. It doesn't cost us anything, does it? No. So we could make a bit of a feature of this. Now if I were to put a road coming off of here behind the back of this recycling facility, can we put our signature building for a car factory on here? Vehicle factory, here we go. There we go. Oh, look at that. What a massive building. How many jobs does this take? 363. Now an issue we're going to have is it needs some highly educated people and well educated as well, and even educated. Now we've got a secondary school is about as high as we go in our city at the moment, which gives us educated. To get well educated, we're going to need a college, and highly educated is going to need a university. But hopefully people may come in from out of town to work in our village. And now we've got the train station, they've got a way of getting here. So let's see what happens there. If we have issues filling some of these jobs, we might have to look at changing or adding to our education. Now let's see if we can sort this curve out a little bit. Then we can make it look a little bit more like we've got going on in Poole. Okay, so we've got a bit of a curved road going in there now, so we can fill out either side of this. The other thing I think we should do as well, and obviously this isn't in the town of Poole, but we should put a little bit of a quay wall along here as well, and I reckon we should go with a nice wide one. So let's plop that in now. Okay, that's looking better. So that's created a quay wall for this area. Let's connect these streets up. And something we could do as well is hook up some small bridges crossing the river here as well. Can have that one, and this is kind of a main street, isn't it? This one. There we go. So that gives our local population a bit of access to the industrial area. Let's turn on this cargo terminal now. And we could set up. Has it got a distribution already? We've got a route already. Don't think it has. Right, so let's set one up going between here and our cargo terminal up here. Okay, so blue route. How many trains do we want to assign to this? Let's just put a couple of vehicles on this at the moment. And what about our other one? It's got 5 vehicles assigned. Let's drop that to 3. Okay. How much money are we making at the moment? We're losing a lot. Well, not a lot, but it's a slow amount. 10,000 a month. And it's increasing by the looks of it. How are our houses over here looking? Has that job increase helped? They're still poor, but they are level 5. Or nearly level 5, they're level 4. Okay. How's our population looking? Unemployment's down to 13%. Where's the poor one? Households, residents. What if we need better education so they can have better jobs to improve it? What's our school coverage like? Can we see that? My school. So we've got 635 students eligible, 638 eligible to go, but only 188 are going. Is that because they don't have anything down here? Do we need to put a school down here? Can we get a secondary school in? UK secondary school. Now where would we want that? Across the river? Could put something in over here, couldn't we? I'm just trying to think where it is in Penzance. It's probably around this area, but we can't fit it in there unless we go for... What's the price difference between a small high school and the UK one? So that's 11,000 upkeep. That's half the price. Let's go with this. Maybe we put our school up here. We'll stick with the small one. So if we were to go this side, we could put a road in here. School here. Sort the height out. I'm just going to pop it over there again for a minute. I'm sure health and safety would have a field day at all this. Right, so that's our little high school set up, just on the riverside here. I mean, what are these? These are American. This is American football stuff, isn't it? But it does look a bit like a kind of modern secondary school that we'd see in the UK here. I put a few park benches in around it as well. Let's take a look at this industrial area then. We've got a few more of these signature buildings. Like the dairy house. I wonder if we should pop that in somewhere as well. Unemployment's down to 4% now. That's looking promising, and we've still got all of these industrial areas to finish zoning in. There we go. It's starting to look like an interesting area, isn't it? Oh, I'm not sure about the grey surface colour. It's all right. It doesn't. Yeah, it could do with a bit more. Look a bit more grimy, couldn't it? Do you prefer the pale surface colour? The concrete surface. It's interesting, isn't it? What sort of businesses have we got coming in here then? Beverages, machinery, concrete, minerals, furniture, pharmaceuticals, storage for plastics, electronics, as well as metals and steel, and they're producing machinery. So we've got some interesting businesses coming in here. Look at this as well. We are starting to make a profit. How much are we earning an hour? 27. This is looking really good now. Yeah, it's definitely helped having some more industry here. How are our mixed use looking over here now? They've got a modest income. How's the secondary school doing? It's filling up a bit. Now if we were to put a college in, let's invest some development points in colleges. It's only one, so that's not too bad. Could we get a college in over here somewhere? Yeah, we might be able to actually. No, not quite going to fit, is it? Although, we could pop it in, no, over here. College over here? Not quite where it is in Penzance, is it? What about over here? How about kind of across the river from the school? We've done it. Let's put a little access road in. Right, okay, so we've got 13 students moving in there now. What's our education looking like? 112 eligible. We're approaching capacity for our high school. Now that's a challenge that we might have to pick up in our next video. So, we're coming on here with our industrial area. We've got plenty of there's some good amounts of cargo coming in and out there. Car factory needs more well-educated and highly educated employees to be more efficient. Recycling centre is processing well. Doesn't tell us what it's producing, but it's doing something. This side of our industrial estate's looking alright. This side needs a bit of improvement. And we've got some offices going on over here as well. So there'll definitely be more expansion of this area to come in our next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and if you like this video, please feel free to leave a like. Maybe if you've got the hype button as well, give that a click, and that'll definitely help the channel out, as will subscribing, and also if you'd like to get notified of new episodes as well. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.